1 week into the Ukraine-Russia conflict, Kenya, which is currently a member of the Security Council, has not shied away from making its stand known. Professor Macharia Munene says the stand is unmistakably rooted in African history in the struggle for independence.
The UN and the African position, in many instances, from the times of the OAU, is that countries do not expand and they do not contract. Countries recognized by the United Nations and the African Union, they don't contract and they don't expand. Because to contract means that something has been cut off. To expand means that something has been handed at somebody else's expense. And that was a principle that has been in place. The only way that that can happen is if there is a mutual agreement on how to do it. Like the way Sudan contracted by letting South Sudan go. Or Ethiopia by letting Eritrea go.
He's however quick to add that Ukraine may have failed to read the mood and continued with provocation against Russia at the behest of the West, leaving Moscow with no option.
Ukraine is simply a playfield. It's not even, the contest is not Ukraine and it's Russia, it's not. It is Russia and the West, mainly the United States. And the Ukraine is a battlefield. And the consequences of that, particularly the Ukrainian leadership, when it ignored the security concerns of the Russians, it made a terrible mistake.
While condemning the outright racial discrimination of Africans in Ukraine and on European borders, he says African governments should have acted fast and earlier and evacuated their nationals from Ukraine, as all signs of war were there before the invasion.
It is not very surprising, in the sense that many a times the African states appear not to plan ahead, not to have grand strategies on anything that happens. So it's not surprising to that extent.
The international relations scholar says the only way out of the current crisis is dialogue.